We are glad that it is being, the figures are being reviewed by external auditing and actuarial. But this is not, we still disagree that that premium increases can be used from here on out for stabilization fund increases. And as Jackie said, when the stabilization fund reaches the 3 months, that we want to take a look again at reducing premiums because we're making great gains. And just the last thing to say that I hope this board will do everything in its power to, both on the state level and on the national level, to support universal single-payer health care. We've got retiree health care crisis. We've got health care crisis. This is a fight every year. And if we could be working, elected officials throughout this country working toward universal single-payer health care, it would make a tremendous difference for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. I have a speaker card from the public. Richard Johnson would like to speak to this item.
Thank you. Good morning, supervisors, public, and the press. My name is Richard Johnson, and I'm speaking today representing the Voters Union, which is an independent, nonpartisan organization of environmentalists for marijuana freedom. And the first plank in our platform is to reduce the county employee health premium. This morning I looked up a website, and it's called yourpublicmoney.com, yourpublicmoney.com. And there I learned that the County of Mendocino has the worst record of retiree pension plan results in the entire state of California. The County of Mendocino is $300 million in debt, and 85% of that is from mismanagement of the county employee retirement benefits and the county retiree health benefits. And you're going to attempt to balance the county budget on the backs of the workers by hiking up the health care premiums is totally reprehensible and is what I believe is totally in keeping with your libertarian philosophy of give it to those who got it and take it away from those who need it. And what you should do if you were keeping in mind the welfare of the people and the employees of Mendocino County is reduce this benefit by better management of the retirees' pension fund. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any other members of the public wishing to speak to this item? Okay. Bring it back to the board for action. I'm sorry. Mr. CEO, I guess I oversaw.
Yes, I'm sorry. We don't ordinarily respond to public comment, but the last speaker quoted a website. There are a number of inaccuracies in the information contained on that website. Our office is drafting a response to it. I think when you look at some of the information sources that are quoted, unfortunately, you have to do deeper research than was done on that particular website. The county has made some hard decisions relating to its pension plan, and I think it's made some tough decisions over the years prior to my arrival. But I just don't want anyone to go away with the impression that that particular website is the all-inclusive document on that particular issue. We are preparing a response that will hopefully clarify, not attack, not take issue, because there are some numbers in that on that website that are correct, but there are other numbers that are distorted by how you examine the figures. So I just wanted to make that clarifying comment.
Thank you, Mr. Mitchell. Questions, concerns, discussion from the board and or action. Supervisor Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. To Ms. Clauser, just maybe briefly for the public, you could just comment on the concept of this fund, and I know it's here, but I don't think we touched on it, that we are a self-funded program. And so
Yes.
it's really critical that we do have these reserves. Maybe you could also just comment, and I know that you touched on it, as did our two representatives from SEIU, the IBNR reserve issue is a significant one. And I remember a number of years ago that we did have some reserves there. So maybe you could just comment on what were the scenarios, or what are possible scenarios that for a self-funded plan can very quickly turn a plus into a minus, and how we actually did fall into this deficit scenario of more than $1 million. Because at one point we were discussing how we were building our reserves,
Right.
trying to take steps to do that, and lo and behold, with the way the claims came in, despite that positive scenario at that moment in time, that changed, just like so many things do when you're talking about budgets and the state scenario, the federal government, all of these things can change very quickly. So maybe you could just comment on that, because I think that's an important issue, and it's really good to see that our partners from SEIU are supportive of that in terms of the stability of the fund, and that we need to really get there. So maybe you could just comment on that